I've put together a digest of the most interesting news for you. You'll find out which Real Madrid star will be the first to leave the club this winter, which new Toni Kroos our scouts have found in the second Bundesliga. Why is the Spanish press writing about Florentino Pérez's lack of trust in Xabi Alonso? And what are the next Galacticos-level transfers our president is considering? All this is in today's video. I ask each of you to leave a like, and let's get started. Kylian Mbappé is working on the transfer of Upamecano, whose contract with Bayern expires this summer. Upamecano is playing very well and is confident in himself. Dayot is part of the debate about who is the best defender in the world. For me, he is one of those dominant defenders able to keep up with strikers and win duels. Dayot plays for a great club. You can't find better than Bayern, but there are even better ones. We appreciate it, Kylian. Nice try. Keep it up. And now we move on to Toni Kroos' comments about Arda Güler. Arda Güler is my successor? He's a different type of player. His best position is clearly more attacking than mine, so it's not at all about me being replaced. But overall, I'm happy for him because he's a good guy, Toni Kroos said in an interview with AS. The one who could really impress Toni Kroos, though, is Arvao Carreras. Our left back already has 540 forward passes in the current La Liga season. And that's the second best result in the league after Pedri. Fede Valverde is also in the top 5 with 499 such passes. Real Madrid legend Iker Casillas took part in the famous Silent Challenge. Players name the surnames of footballers, and he remains silent until someone names a player he considers better than himself.
De Gea, Ter Stegen, Joan García.
Madre mía, me voy.
¿Buffon?
Mira, sería el posible caso que ahí ya me levantaría la mano. Lo que hay que hacer o bailar.
Now, on to more serious topics. It seems that Vinicius Jr isn't having much luck in love. There is a lot of information in the Brazilian and Spanish media about his breakup with the famous Brazilian influencer Virginia Fonseca. This happened after the scandalous video of the blogger getting a massage from her trainer. It is reported that after this, Vini deleted several posts with Virginia and some reposts. The one Vinicius really misses is Ancelotti. Former Real player Casemiro said that it was Carlo who brought out the best version of the striker. We always got along well with Carlo when he came back to Real for the second time. It was he who transformed Vinicius. There were a lot of doubts about Junior. Ancelotti transformed both him and Militão. He always gets along well with Brazilian. And that's true. Ancelotti is a special coach for Vinicius. Just look at how the Italian takes care of Junior in the Brazil national team. Former Real Madrid coach Zinedine Zidane answered the question of when he plans to return to coaching. It will happen soon, very soon, Zidane said. And now the whole world knows whom Zizou will lead. It will be the French national team, and it will happen after the World Cup when Deschamps' contract ends. And now to other interesting news. Real Madrid fans have suspected a conflict between Rodrigo and Militão. The evidence was found in a viral video. Really, just look at this strange handshake. Something is happening in the players' relationship, and you want to offset such negativity with something positive. Andriy Lunin gave a fan his goalkeeper gloves after warming up before the match against Rayo. You have to see the fans' reaction.
Este tío nos dio una Champions, ¿eh, Temo?
Nos dio una Champions.
¡Gracias por la Champions, Lunin!
And now to transfer news. Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, Manchester United and Bayern are all keeping an eye on Hertha's 16-year-old defensive midfielder Kenneth Eichhorn. This was reported by the reputable German journalist Florian Plettenberg. Eichhorn became the youngest player ever to take the field in a two-Bundesliga match. On August 10th, he came on as a substitute in the match against Karlsruhe at the age of 16 years and 14 days. It is noted that Kenneth's release clause is 10 to 12 million euros. This season, he has played 10 matches for the club and has not recorded any goal contributions. The new Toni Kroos? The player is very interesting, and we will continue to follow this transfer story. Rodrigo is dissatisfied with his playing time at Real and is considering a transfer in January. This is reported by ESPN Brazil. Florentino Pérez is open to selling the player. The favorites are clubs from the English Premier League. I think we should prepare ourselves for a soon farewell to Rodrigo. Cameroonian striker Levante Eto Oyong, after 12 games for an unremarkable La Liga club, has simply caught fire. He already has 6 goals and 3 assists to his name. And Barcelona and Real, according to insiders, are actively monitoring him. But the player himself has stated his desire to play for London's Chelsea. As a child, I probably watched Chelsea's matches the most because of Drogba and Eto'o, who also spent a year there. Chelsea often signs incredible African players. There are so many big clubs in England. But when it comes to joining the Blues, why not? I've dreamed of playing for Chelsea, he assured. Well, we have Kylian Mbappé and Gonzalo Garcia. So good luck at Chelsea. Just don't go to Barca, okay? And now I'm moving on to the main news of the episode, and we have a lot to talk about with you. News number 1. Apparently, Florentino Pérez has started to doubt Xabi Alonso. Let me explain. The Catalan media are at it again. This time, they've decided to stir up the topic of Xabi Alonso. Report writes that Real's management has supposedly started doubting the coach. Are you serious? Just 1 week without wins is enough. And it's already a mini drama. Yes, the team really did dip a bit after 6 wins in a row. A 0-1 loss to Liverpool, a draw with Rayo. So what? This is football. But as always, when Real doesn't win, the Catalan media start playing their favorite tune about a crisis. Sport claims that the management is concerned and supposedly wants Xavi to use the international break to correct the mistakes of last season. And here they listed a whole set of faults: broken pressing, sterile ball possession, predictable attacks, and even excessive dependence on Mbappe, Vini, and Courtois. You know how this reads? Real didn't win twice. It's time to paint a picture of a crisis. Insiders, they say, claim that someone at the club has started to doubt Xabi's tactical acumen. But excuse me, this is the same coach who in just a few months turned the team into a machine, won El Clasico, raised the level of the defense, and brought back discipline. Let's be honest, if there's a coach who definitely knows what he's doing, it's Xabi Alonso. And if there are any media outlets most interested in destabilizing Real, it's Sport S. And you know what's most interesting? Even Carlo Ancelotti, a man who knows Real better than half of these experts, has already spoken out about the criticism of Xabi Alonso. Ancelotti is currently coaching the Brazilian national team, but his heart is still white and gold, and his words are simply a slap in the face to everyone trying to blow a crisis out of 2 matches. A draw at Real is considered the prelude to a crisis. And Madrid's results so far are impressive. What more can you ask from him? That's all there is to it. This is Carlo, the man who has won everything with us. He knows perfectly well what Real is, what pressure means, and what blown-up scandals are. Meanwhile, another Catalan publication, El Nacional, immediately released a new exclusive. They write that Florentino Pérez is allegedly considering Jurgen Klopp as a candidate to replace Xabi Alonso. Well, of course, who else? Yet another eternal candidate in every list and fantasy. Yes, Klopp is a top coach, a Liverpool legend, the creator of Borussia's super team. He is currently working at Red Bull in a global role. But let's be honest, this sounds more like a typical story. If Real doesn't win 2 matches, it's time to come up with a new coach. I don't believe it. And you know what's interesting? Amidst all these made-up crises and conspiracies against Xabi, there was news that sounds much more realistic and honestly, something I've had in mind for a long time. VTAKES reports that Real is keeping 2 mega targets in their sights for 2026, Vitinha and Erling Haaland. And this doesn't sound like a fantasy from Sports C or El Nacional. This is classic Florentino strategy. Long-term top targets, planning 2 years ahead, and working the market as if we're playing chess, not football. Vitinha is the perfect piece for Xabi's midfield. 14 matches, 2 goals, 6 assists, and that's at PSG, where the midfielder's role is often overshadowed by the current front 3. 90 million on Transfermarkt. For Florentino, that sounds just about right. If Xabi says yes, Vitinha is technique, intelligence, mobility, and excellent work between the line. He's exactly the type of player who seems made for Alonso's Real. I'm not surprised that he's long been considered as a possible replacement for Modric or Kroos in their modern version. And Haaland is a story of his own. 19 goals in 15 matches this season. These aren't even just numbers, it's a natural disaster. Real Madrid has long identified Haaland as a strategic target, and 2026 is exactly the time when his contract could become available, since Erling's contract has a release clause. And even if it's 200 million euros, we can do it. Everyone knows that Florentino has never closed this topic. And everyone understands that Mbappe plus Haaland in the same attack is a plan that has been discussed in Madrid for 3 years already. The implementation of the plan looks roughly like this. Sell Vinicius to Saudi Arabia or make him part of a deal in Manchester for Haaland. Vini will be the victim. So what, Madridistas? How did you like today's news? Would you agree to a trade for Vinicius Haaland? Write your thoughts in the comments. Want even more news? Download the Real Life app. There, the news comes out even faster. The link is in the pinned comment. This was the Madrid Life channel with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hala Madrid and see you at home.